What would you do if a prospect came to you and asked you to just start investing their money without any context or goals or other discussion? Would you do it? Or instead, would you say, no, we first need to put together a plan, look at what you want to do, put together the strategy, and then we can execute on what needs to be executed on. That's what most advisors would do. But they don't follow their own advice when it comes to lead gen. Instead, they start executing on different lead gen strategies. They go in on, I'm going to do all webinars because I saw that somebody else did that and it worked for them. Or my uncle told me that radio ads are coming back into play. And so they are going to change their budget and their efforts over into that approach. What they're missing is the strategy that will guide their activity to make sure that what they're doing has a higher probability of paying off. So the tip that nobody wants to hear is that lead gen success comes from consistency and activity. Consistent action is what will pay off in the short and in the long run. And stops and starts without a strategy are a waste of time, effort, and your reputation and confidence. So if you step back and focus on your niche or your ideal client and focus on where do they hang out, who else works with them, where do they go for information, who are the people of influence that they pay attention to, both online and in person. If you can anchor that information along with, and what are the problems that I solve for them? What are the trigger events that might be happening in their life that are important for me to understand, because that's where I'm going to align myself and be able to move them forward. If you can understand that and then put together a strategy every 6 months or a year, we call it your strategic blueprint, allows you to build a foundation and structure to the activity that you should take. But instead, people want this silver bullet. I'm doing the same thing month after month. I don't know what else I should do. Like, what's the latest? What do you think I should do? Well, I can't tell them what to do unless I understand who is it that they want to get in front of and what are the resources necessary to do that. So if you find that you are doing a lot of stops and starts and you're not getting traction and momentum for filling your pipeline, step back, strategize, and then commit for at least 90 days, if not 6 months, to consistent activity on that plan. Make sure that time is blocked out. Make sure that you're accountable to somebody, including yourself, for executing on that plan, because that consistent action is what is going to pay off. It's not a silver bullet, but if you look at people that are building consistently and their businesses every year are growing, they are consistently executing on the activities that are going to fill their pipeline. And then, of course, they are converting those opportunities. So the sales tip nobody wants to hear is that consistent action is what's going to pay off. And there's nothing jazzy or sexy often in those activities. There's not, bells that go off every time you do something, but the slow churn of that activity and measuring is what's going to fill that pipeline and help you build the firm of your dreams.